Who is Bill Gates? Of course, aside from all the conspiracies. In today's chaotic social media ecosystem, distinguishing the truth from false claims against Bill Gates is more important than ever. His life is fascinating enough without the strange notions. Microsoft's co-founder began designing software when he was just 13 years old. He was the world's richest man for a long period and donated a huge percentage of his fortune to charity. In this video, we'll talk about Bill Gates. But before starting, please subscribe to our channel. Here, we will also discuss some of the interesting facts about him. You'll have to watch till end to know about them. First, let us now examine Bill Gates' biography, education and personal life. Who exactly is Bill Gates? What exactly do we know about the billionaire/software developer/philanthropist, etc.? Although Bill Gates is a household name throughout the globe, it is not his real name. William is abbreviated as Bill. In Seattle, Washington, on October 28, 1955, William Henry Gates III was born. Together with his older sister Christiane and younger sister Libby, he was raised in an upper-middle-class household. When he met Mary Maxwell, their father, William H. Gates Sr., was a bright but reserved law student. Jennifer, Rory, and Phoebe are the three children that Bill and his ex-wife Melinda had. They had to be 14 years old before they were allowed to get a phone. Additionally, they will not get their father's whole estate. However, we do not feel too sorry for them. Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, was a talented and intelligent student who did well in almost every subject. He achieved a feat of intellectual prowess by scoring 1590 out of 1,600 on the college SAT test, which he talked about for several years after graduating. To enable users to play tic-tac-toe against the computer, Gates created a software in the BASIC programming language. In the fall of 1973, Gates enrolled at Harvard University with the intention of pursuing a legal career. In order to focus on building his company, Microsoft, with partner Allen, Gates left college in 1975. In contrast to attending classes, Gates spent more time in the computer lab. He did not actually follow a study schedule. He managed to pass the test with a passable mark while just getting a few hours of sleep and cramming for a test. When Gates was 14 and attending Seattle's Lakeside School for high school, he first met Allen. The two bonded over their shared love of computers and quickly became close friends. Although his parents urged him to complete his education, Gates and Allen decided to launch their own business. They earned $20,000 for their work on the computer program Data, which tracked traffic patterns. Bill Gates and Paul Allen established Microsoft, a combination of microcomputer and software, in 1975. The first item produced by the business was basic software for the Altair computer. In an open letter he sent to computer hobbyists in 1976, Gates urged them to invest in high-quality software. Gates positioned himself as the company's leader at the age of 23. Every piece of code the firm shipped was personally evaluated by him, and he frequently wrote new code himself when he thought it was required. In 1979, Microsoft had 25 workers and an annual revenue of about $2.5 million. Now let's have a look at the interesting facts about Bill Gates. Number 1. Gates created his first computer program on a General Electric computer as a student at Lakeside Prep School. You might play tic-tac-toe versus the computer in this variation. Number 2. When his school learned of Gates' programming skills, they allowed him to create the computer software used by the school to register pupils for classes. In order to get enrolled in classes with a disproportionate amount of intriguing females, Gates cunningly changed the code. Number 3. During his adolescence, Gates also devoured the whole World Book Encyclopedia collection. Number 4. Gates had an almost flawless SAT score of 1590 out of 1600. Number 5. Gates dropped out of college, much like many other prosperous IT entrepreneurs. In 1975, he dropped out of Harvard University in order to focus entirely on Microsoft. Number 6. Gates was detained in New Mexico 2 years after he dropped out of Harvard. He was driving without a license and ran the red light. Number 7. Gates used to remember the license plates of Microsoft workers in order to track their arrivals and departures. Eventually, he said that he had to let go, as the firm grew to a respectable size. Number 8. Speaking of vehicles, Gates owns an impressive collection of Porsches. The star of the show is his Porsche 959 sports car, which he purchased 13 years before either the U.S. Department of Transportation or the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency had given the vehicle their seal of approval. Number 9. Gates previously only flew in coach. He now travels aboard the jet he has owned since 1997, which he refers to as his major splurge. Number 10. One of Gates' largest expenditures, after his plane, was the Codex Leicester, a collection of Leonardo da Vinci's works. He paid $30.8 million for it at a 1994 auction. Number 11. Despite his enormous riches, Gates claims that his children will only receive $10 million apiece, which represents a tiny portion of his $90.9 billion net worth. He claims that leaving children large sums of money is not doing them a benefit. Number 12. Gates claims he continues to work with Microsoft on its personal agent, which would remember everything and assist you go back and find stuff and help you decide what things to pay attention to, while spending the majority of his time with his charity. Number 13. According to Gates, he likely would have worked as an AI researcher if Microsoft had not worked out. Number 14. Gates claims that he is in the camp that is concerned about superintelligence despite his interest in AI. Elon Musk and the late Stephen Hawking are among the renowned figures in science and technology that belong to that camp. Number 15. Which band is Bill Gates' favorite? Weezer. Additionally, he lists U2 as a favorite band and claims that he is still waiting for Spinal Tap to go back on tour. Number 16. Gates claims to read 50 novels a year. He claims that reading is still his primary method of learning new information and checking his comprehension. Number 17. Gates is illiterate in other languages. He claims that is his worst regret in life to date. That's it for today's video. Please leave your comments on this video below. Thank you for viewing this video and for supporting our channel. To get future updates, click the bell icon if you would want to hear more from us.